Let's be real. Not every RV is a winner. Some rigs roll off the lot looking good, but underneath, they're headaches wrapped in glossy decals. And in 2025, dealers are stuck with them. These are the units that sit the longest, draw the most complaints, and get offered with "just take it off our hands" pricing. Right now, across the country, sales managers are begging for someone, anyone, to clear these out. Trade-in value? A joke? Resale? Don't count on it. These are the models buyers scroll past, mechanics curse under their breath, and owners warn each other about in forums. In this video, I'm counting down 20 RVs no one wants. The overbuilt, overpriced, and overhyped models that even dealers are ready to dump. If you're shopping right now, this list might save you thousands, or save you from a giant mistake. Let's get into it. The Salem Hemisphere is one of those rigs that looked great on paper. Slick interiors, big slide-outs, and lightweight construction. But when you dig a little deeper, the flaws pile up fast. Owners complain about soft flooring, water intrusion around windows and roof seams, and components that simply weren't built to last. The biggest issue? Forest River pushed this model hard during the pandemic surge, leading to rushed assembly and widespread quality control problems. Now dealerships across the country are buried in leftover stock that's aging fast and selling slow. Even aggressive price cuts aren't moving them. Buyers see the online reviews, the warranty issues, and the depreciation curve, and they walk. For dealers, it's become the rig they try to package in with trade-ins or blowout bundles. And once they're off the lot, good luck with resale. Unless you plan to gut and rebuild, the Salem Hemisphere might be one of the worst deals you could drag home in 2025. The Thor Hurricane has all the flash of a premium Class A without the build quality to back it up. Known for slick marketing and loaded floor plans, the Hurricane promised luxury at a lower price. In reality, it's plagued with construction issues, squeaky interiors, and electrical gremlins that leave owners stranded or stuck in service bays. Slide-outs leak, trim falls off, and systems fail early, especially in models built during the production rush of 2020-2022. What makes it worse? It's a gas-powered Class A, which means high operating costs without the long-haul durability of diesel. These rigs are also tough to resell. Most buyers looking at this price range now prefer smaller, more efficient Class Cs or upgraded trailers. Dealers know it. That's why so many Hurricanes are sitting under clearance banners with prices slash tens of thousands off MSRP. But even with markdowns, smart buyers are steering clear. The Hurricane might look like a storm of value, but once you're inside, it's just a flood of regret. The Catalina Legacy Edition has been a staple in entry-level travel trailers for years, but in 2025, its shine has worn off. What used to be considered an affordable family option is now viewed as a low-quality rig with a high risk of problems. Owners frequently report warped doors, delaminating walls, flimsy cabinetry, and leaky slide-outs. The insulation is thin, making it hard to keep comfortable in hot or cold weather. And the floor structure in some models has raised concerns due to flexing and early wear. These issues didn't go unnoticed, and now they've crushed the model's resale value. Dealers overordered during the boom years and now can't unload them fast enough. They're offering deep discounts, bundling them into trade deals, and even listing them as price to move just to free up space. The Catalina name still has some recognition, which keeps a few first-timers interested, but word is spreading fast in buyer forums. Unless you're buying with the plan to gut it and redo half the structure, this is one legacy you might not want to inherit. The Keystone Outback Ultralight is supposed to be a lightweight, easy-to-tow trailer with full-size features, but it's become one of the most returned models on the market. Why? Keystone cut corners to shave weight, and it shows. Thin walls, soft floors, and low-grade furniture mean they know this rig doesn't hold up well over time. Owners often report issues with leaking roofs, poor insulation, and systems that fail far too soon. Add in the fact that many were built during peak pandemic demand, and quality control took a serious hit. These units now linger on dealer lots, even with thousands shaved off the sticker price. They're hard to finance, hard to insure, and harder to resell. While the floor plans are attractive and the marketing makes them look like a dream, seasoned RV shoppers know better. Dealers are practically begging people to haul them away just to stop paying storage and interest fees. If you're shopping in this segment, spend a few thousand more for a rig with better bones. Because with the ultralight, what you save up front you'll likely spend in repairs. The Gulfstream Conquest is another model that looks appealing at first glance. Lots of space, family-friendly layouts, and lower price tags than many competitors. But those savings come at a serious cost. Known in forums as a fix-it-yourself special, the Conquest is notorious for weak construction, outdated design, and hit-or-miss quality. Plumbing leaks, electrical issues, roof failures, you name it. Owners have seen it. And because it's not a high-volume brand like Keystone or Forest River, finding replacement parts and knowledgeable techs can be a real challenge. Dealers loaded up on these units during inventory shortages and now regret every single one. They're offering fire sale prices just to move them off the lot. But even at a steep discount, most buyers pass. Once the warranty ends, you're on your own. And that's when the real costs start. If a dealer offers you a Gulfstream Conquest, deal you can't refuse. Just know they're trying to get rid of a problem they no longer want to fix. The Thor Freedom Elite is a familiar name in rental fleets and budget Class C offerings, but it's gained a reputation for being more cheap than elite. Built fast and often bare bones, this model cuts corners in places that matter, like insulation, wiring, and build quality behind the walls. Owners frequently report rattling during highway travel, subpar cabinetry, and persistent roof leaks. The issue gets worse for units manufactured during the 2020-2022 production surge, when quality control fell off a cliff. These rigs now crowd dealership back lots and auction yards, often with barely used mileage but tons of wear. Buyers hoping for a turnkey road trip rig are often disappointed when they face early repairs and weak resale support. Dealers know these are a hard sell, which is why prices keep dropping. If a dealer offers you one for a steal, ask yourself why they're so eager to get it off the books. There's a reason they're still sitting there. The Jayco Redhawk was designed to compete in the premium lightweight trailer category, but its reputation hasn't kept up. While Jayco as a brand still holds decent market value, the Redhawk line suffers from structural inconsistencies and finish flaws. Multiple owner reviews cite warped doors, soft flooring, and sagging slide-outs after just a couple of seasons. The biggest issue is that it tried to be too luxurious while keeping weight down, a combo that doesn't age well. During the pandemic, Jayco ramped up production and flooded the market with these, many of which now sit unsold at dealers who overstocked. They're hard to finance, and even harder to move without a deep discount. A rig that promised upscale features now faces a resale market that treats it like a clearance unit. For buyers, it's a trap. Premium pricing up front, discount value at trade-in. Dealers are getting desperate, but the savvy shopper knows to skip this one. The Coleman Light was supposed to be Dutchman's answer to the budget-conscious, lightweight trailer market. Instead, it turned into a cautionary tale. While the brand name is familiar and the price tag looks friendly, these rigs are plagued with build quality issues, especially around the frame and underbelly. Owners regularly report leaking water lines, unstable cabinetry, and serious flex in the flooring. The lightweight construction just doesn't hold up under real use, especially if you're planning extended travel or off-grid time. Worse, Dutchmen flooded dealer lots with Coleman lights during the demand spike of 2021-2022, and many of those units are still sitting today. They were built fast and shipped faster, and now the warranty departments are buried under repair requests. Dealers are offering extreme discounts, but it's not out of generosity. It's to escape the headache. If a rig's best feature is cheap, it usually costs you more in the long run. That's the story here. The Wildwood X-Lite sells itself as a lightweight, affordable way to get into RV life. But it's become one of the more disappointing travel trailers on the market. While Forest River is no stranger to mass production, this line is a clear example of quantity over quality. From poorly installed plumbing to delaminating walls and faulty slide-outs, owners are constantly reporting premature wear. The X-Lite in particular suffers from water intrusion issues, and it doesn't take long for mold and rot to start creeping in. Interior finishes wear quickly, doors warp, and you'll often find soft spots in the floor within a few seasons. Dealers are sitting on stock from multiple model years, slashing prices but still struggling to move them. For many buyers, this trailer is appealing because of the low sticker. But once they dig into owner forums or actually walk through a unit, the flaws become too obvious to ignore. It's not a trailer built to last, and that's why it's not selling. The Winnie used to be a trusted name in Class C motorhomes. But in recent years, that reputation has taken a serious hit. Winnebago, under pressure to keep up with demand during the COVID surge, let quality slip on many of its entry-level lines. The Winnie got the worst of it. Owners report everything from plumbing failures and slide-out malfunctions to sagging roof lines and soft floors. Worse, its resale value dropped fast once better options entered the market. Today, buyers are skipping these rigs for newer, more fuel-efficient Class Bs or lighter towables. Dealers are sitting on aging inventory with little interest, offering steep discounts and bundling extras just to get a buyer to bite. Once known for reliability, the Winnie now finds itself in no man's land. Too expensive for a budget buyer, too compromised for an experienced one. It's not that every unit is a lemon, but enough of them are that people are staying away in droves. That's why dealers are practically giving them away. The Thor Chateau is one of the most common Class Cs you'll see on a dealer lot, and also one of the hardest to move in 2025. While it shares a platform with other Thor models like the Freedom Elite and Four Winds, the Chateau suffers from the same rushed construction, sloppy fit and finish, and long-term reliability issues that plague the whole lineup. The cabinetry is thin, plumbing is inconsistent, and many owners report water damage within the first year. Worst of all, Thor produced these in massive quantities during the boom, so now the market is saturated. Dealers are overloaded, and resale is in the tank. Even clean, low-mileage units are going for below expected trade-in value. If you find one with a big discount, there's probably a reason. These rigs often end up in rental fleets, meaning even the gently used ones can have a hard life behind them. Unless you're ready to do a lot of your own wrenching, this one's best left behind. The Heartland Mallard aimed to be a stylish mid-level travel trailer with residential features and family-friendly layouts. Instead, it's become one of the more frustrating rigs to own. The biggest issue? Durability. Thin wall construction, low-end appliances, and weak undercarriages lead to problems fast, especially if the trailer sees any kind of rough road or seasonal weather. Owners often report sagging floors, leaky roofs, and electrical issues in the first few years. And the layout designs, while appealing in photos, are often cramped in real use. The Mallard also took a hit during the pandemic production rush. Build quality fell hard, with sloppy trim, misaligned slide-outs, and finish work that looks rushed. Dealers are now loaded with unsold inventory and are offering massive markdowns just to get them off the books. But even at fire sale prices, these rigs are a tough sell. They're not built for long-term use, and they lose value fast. Unless you're camping a few weekends a year and don't mind fixing things yourself, skip the Mallard. The Passport SL by Keystone is marketed as an ultra-light travel trailer with modern finishes and easy towability. But in real-world use, it falls short. While the Passport brand has had some success, the SL line in particular struggles with quality and longevity. The biggest complaints include spongy floors, warped cabinetry, and poor weatherproofing. Units built between 2020 and 2023 saw an especially high number of warranty claims, with reports of sealant issues, slide malfunctions, and electrical shorts. These problems have made their way into online reviews and buyer forums, and the damage to the model's reputation is now showing up on dealer lots. Passport SLs are sitting unsold for months, with discounts piling up. Dealers are bundling accessories, offering free storage, and even cash incentives to move them. But savvy buyers are staying away. When a trailer looks good but can't hold up for more than a season or two, word gets around fast. The SL is now more associated with short-term value than long-term reliability. And that's exactly why it's stuck. The Coachmen Spirit was meant to be a well-rounded trailer with a mix of comfort and utility. On the surface, it checks the boxes: lightweight, slide-outs, bunk options, modern interiors. But get past the brochure, and things fall apart. Sometimes literally. Common complaints from owners include leaking windows, warped cabinetry, and poor roof seals. Structurally, the Spirit struggles with insulation and frame durability, making it a risky bet for anything beyond basic weekend trips. Build quality took a serious hit during the high-demand years, and it shows. Dealers are now stuck with multiple units from backlogged inventory, and despite deep discounts, they just aren't moving. The Spirit is also competing against better-built alternatives at similar price points, so even when priced aggressively, it doesn't stand out. Unless you're looking for a short-term solution and willing to take on repairs, the Coachmen Spirit just doesn't hold up. It's the kind of rig you can buy cheap, but you'll pay for it one way or another. The Thor. Four Winds suffers from the same fate as its siblings, the Chateau and Freedom Elite. Too many units, not enough quality. Originally aimed at the rental and entry-level market, the Four Winds is built for price, not performance. It's a rolling compromise. You get slide-outs, onboard systems, and enough space for a small family, but the longevity just isn't there. Leaks are common. Cabinet hinges break, roof materials bubble. It's not uncommon to find owners needing repairs within the first year of ownership. Like the Chateau, this model got flooded into the market during the pandemic and now saturates auctions and used lots. Dealers can't give them away fast enough. Financing is harder due to plummeting resale, and buyers are rightfully cautious. If you've got your eye on a Four Winds, be prepared for post-purchase surprises. And remember, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's a deal. The Starcraft Autumn Ridge is a name you'll see on a lot of bargain listings, and there's a reason for that. Built as an affordable travel trailer with family-friendly layouts, the Autumn Ridge quickly earned a reputation for being disposable rather than dependable. Owners frequently cite low-grade flooring that softens within a year, brittle cabinetry, and substandard insulation that makes camping outside of mild weather a pain. In models built between 2020 and 2023, many saw corner cutting during the pandemic production surge, with slide-out malfunctions, roof seam leaks, and warped window frames. Dealers are now overloaded with leftover stock they can't seem to move. Even after marking them down thousands, they sit, and buyers are catching on. Once you add in the repair costs and the poor resale value, these rigs just don't add up. The Autumn Ridge might seem like a solid starter RV, but it's more of a lesson in you get what you pay for. The Zinger by CrossRoads tried to find a sweet spot between price and livability, but the result has left buyers frustrated. Known for its flashy interiors and big trailer look, the Zinger falls short where it matters: behind the walls. Structural durability is a consistent complaint, with sagging frames, leaking slide-outs, and poor quality floor decking showing up across owner forums. Models produced during the rush of 2021-2022 are especially problematic. Manufacturing shortcuts during peak demand led to a spike in warranty claims and a wave of unhappy customers. Now dealers are swimming in unsold units. The resale value has taken a nosedive, and buyers are choosing more reliable alternatives. Even with blowout pricing, the Zinger is tough to unload. It's a case where the initial impression, slick styling and lots of space, quickly wears off once the headaches begin. For those seeking long-term reliability, the Zinger just doesn't deliver. The Forest River vibe looks sharp on the outside. Modern graphics, stylish interiors, and floor plans designed to attract younger buyers. But dig into owner feedback, and the picture gets messy fast. Many units suffer from water leaks around the slide-outs, roof issues, and underpowered HVAC systems. The sleek cabinetry and LED lighting don't make up for the fact that some models struggle with basic durability. Vibe trailers were produced in high volume during the pandemic buying spree, and corners were cut to meet demand. Reports of sloppy wiring, buckling floors, and misaligned slides are common. Dealers who overstocked on these during 2021 to 2022 are now desperate to clear them out. You'll see deep markdowns, bundled incentives, and even offers to cover delivery. All signs they can't move them otherwise. The Vibe is a perfect example of a trailer that looks high-end until you use it regularly. And once the problems start, they don't stop. Buyer beware. East to West entered the market aiming to offer simple, affordable rigs with clean designs. The Della Terra line had potential, but execution didn't match the promise. These trailers are now known for early wear and tear, cheap materials, and recurring structural issues. Owners complain about water intrusion through improperly sealed roofs and walls, poorly finished interiors, and electrical gremlins that show up in the first season. The brand was pushed hard during the height of the RV boom, and many of these units were slapped together quickly to meet demand. Now dealers are flooded with Della Terras from the 2021 to 2023 run that just won't sell. Even with aggressive markdowns, buyers are skipping over them for more proven options. Some models are already showing serious depreciation, with resale values dropping faster than comparable rigs. It's not that every Della Terra is a disaster, but the track record isn't good, and buyers have taken notice. In today's market, even a low price doesn't justify long-term frustration. The Jayco Redhawk SE was supposed to be a budget-friendly Class C motorhome that brought Jayco reliability to entry-level shoppers, but the reality has left many owners disappointed. While Jayco still carries brand strength, the SE version of the Redhawk has cut more than a few corners. Common complaints include leaky slide-outs, faulty roof seals, and flimsy construction in critical areas like underbody storage and cabinetry. Add to that a gas chassis with poor fuel economy and limited towing capacity, and you're looking at a rig that struggles to meet even basic expectations. Many of these were sold to first-time buyers during the RV boom, and now they're flooding trade-in lots as owners look to escape loan payments and maintenance bills. Dealers are having a tough time reselling them, with prices tanking and interest drying up. Even Jayco loyalists are passing on the SE trim, opting for better-built alternatives. If you find one at a big discount, remember, it might be priced low for a reason. So there you have it. 20 RVs that dealers can't move no matter how low the price goes. These rigs once flew off the lots during the boom years, but now they're sitting dead in the water. Flooded inventory, weak build quality, and brutal resale value have turned once popular models into financial landmines. And here's the truth. A deep discount doesn't make a bad rig better. If the problems start the minute you hitch up, it's not a deal, it's a trap. That's why the smart buyers are slowing down, doing the homework, and walking away from anything that smells like desperation. If you're shopping the market right now, focus on build quality, repair history, and actual road performance, not the shiny brochure or the too-good-to-be-true price. Dealers are begging someone to take these off their hands for a reason. Don't be the buyer who finds out why after the fact. Hit subscribe, stay sharp, and don't let panic pricing turn into a pile of regret. The next video shows which used RVs are actually worth buying in this market, and how to spot them before someone else does.